But oh yeah, we ain't had no
He
place
probably
to
ain't give
stay.
a fuck. That
So,
shit probably was lit for him.
so we had these yeah, he was cool. We had these roommates and they was a little on the other side.
What you mean?
I don't know how to say it nice with that.
You
Like
ain't gotta say it nice.
they was just a little down. They wasn't all the way up.
Oh.
So shit, they let us come stay with them. It was like shit, you got a room, bitch. We need a room.
Yeah.
So we stayed with them, and then they ended up not liking us. But when we stayed with them, that's when I didn't record in the house. So when we first moved in, I still needed to keep 365 going. I put the whole setup in the car, and we was on the top of the hill. Like where we stayed at was on the top of like a mountaintop, and you could see all the other mountaintops. And that was that one, like 232, the last song, like mountaintop to mountaintops. Like that was that whole. Cause I was just
looking at that shit.
Yeah, I'm dead ass just in the fucking car looking at mountains, and it smelled like fucking sugar cane, and I'm just rapping about everything that I'm like looking at.
It's crazy how different that shit is. When I went to go tech in Colorado, that was the first time I ever seen a mountain.
And the air just tastes so different.
Oh, way different,
It's
bro.
wild.
As soon as all the traveling I've done as an adult, as soon as you get off the plane, it's different, bro. Texas is like,
It's the thickest one.
yeah.
Oh, I ain't want to come back. I thought I was never. Once I left for Reno, nigga, I was like, nigga, I ain't never going back to Texas. Y'all will
That was the
never see
plan?
me again. Hell yeah, I ain't think nobody was ever gonna see me again out here.
What brought you back?
What was the other story we was talking about?
You want to talk about that?
That was the other part we was talking about. Oh shit! Nah, I didn't forget. All right.
I don't know.
We was talking about the Rebel, and then the new shit that I do.
Yeah, how did that transition you into what
So
you do
kinda like once I came back, I got so we was in Reno, Nevada, and then like everywhere else within like 2017 to 2018, and then mid 2018 May I went to San Antonio because I was in Arizona, and then I moved to San Antonio, and I was in San Antonio for like 3 months.
now? Love San Antonio.
Yeah, it was fucking far. I lived in Southtown, like on Barber Street with Bill. Shout out to Bill.
With Bill?
Yeah.
The white man?
Yeah, old white man. He picked me up. Look, that's the story I was talking about. So I pulled up to that bitch. I ain't had no place to stay. Oh, we ain't had no place to stay in Reno. But that was the other time was when I was in San Antonio. And I came off the Greyhound and I ain't had no place to stay. So I was back on Craigslist like shit.
You took a Greyhound from where to San Antonio? From
From
Reno?
Arizona to San Antonio.
That's far.
24 hours. It was certain parts, it was hot and niggas was stinking and shit. I was like, oh, this is
brought some of them
wild.
things with you to back up.
Nigga would. So yeah, so I ain't have a place to stay, so I got back on Craigslist, and this one lady, while I was on the bus, she said I could stay.
You was fucked up when they got rid of Craigslist, wasn't you?
Man, I used to make bread off that. I could use all my moves off that. Like, I mean, Craigslist still there, but it ain't the same. Like, niggas, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this one lady told me I could move with her, and so when I got there, I pulled up. I took the bus to her house, and I texted her like I took the other San Antonio bus to her house. And while I was going, she started tripping. She was like, "Don't show up to my house, this, and that." And I'm like, "Bitch, I'm already on the street. Like, I got my suitcases and everything. Like, what you mean?"
After she said y'all could pull up?
Yeah, like after the whole arrangement was understood via messages, she started tripping. So I was like, "What the fuck?" And Bill had already reached out to me. Cause Bill was on the other side. So the first people was on the downside, but Bill was on the other side. And so I ain't know that at first. And that's why he was so anxious to try to fucking get me to live with him. And I ain't know that shit, but I needed a place to stay. So like I'll go to my messages and I'm like, shit, who the first? And then like his message popped up. So I'm like, shit, you got a spot, you say 500 or 400 a month or whatever. And he was like, yeah, it's still available. So I was like, shit. He was like, do you need me to pick you up? And I was like, yeah, for sure. I ain't tripping. Like, pull up on me. Make it easier for me. I ain't got to ride the bus. You say what?
Do you need me to pick you up? It's crazy.
It's wild, because I don't know this nigga.
Think about if you renting out a room. You ain't not going to get the motherfucker.
The fuck is you doing, nigga? Like, what the fuck is you doing?
Get over here. You know what? You ain't got $500 for this butt.
Like, nigga, what? So on the Greyhound is when I got the job interview at the Jamaican restaurant. And so I was driving on the Greyhound, and was looking for jobs, different things that was in San Antonio, but I already knew how to cook because I had opened up a little mobile Jamaican restaurant in Reno, Nevada. So I had already had like a little Jamaican history, like culinary history.
Which is so random.
Yeah, this story can go crazy. There's so many different avenues.
But the entrepreneurial aspect is in every.
But yeah,
bit
like, no
of
matter what aspect I went to, I had another fucking.
It was like a
avenue.
food truck type of situation.
Nah, it was like pre DoorDash, so it was like right before DoorDash, or right when DoorDash came out. So yeah, it was this thing called Gloria Hub, and it was like this online restaurant thing. You know Gloria Hub? That's fire. That's wild. I still got the receipts at the house of all like my orders and shit that I used to get from right there when the people was ordering. But yeah, we used to go business to business, giving out jerk chicken and making people start ordering our shit online for delivery.
Hey,
and I cooked that shit and go drop it off.
His jerk chicken is good as fuck. The jerk chicken is busted.
Yeah, now at that time that shit was nasty. But we was in Reno, Nevada, and all niggas knew was like pizzas and salads and burgers. They don't know shit, so nigga, my shit was.
Bro, I thought that Middle America shit was some TV shit.
Nah,
bro.
ain't no food or nowhere outside of Texas.
Selling pizza. I said, bro, now y'all know damn well.
That's it. And sushi that was like 24 hours. I say, nigga, hell no. I'm not eating no 24-hour sushi
at all.
In Reno, Nevada, where the fuck this fish come from? Like, I ain't trust none of that shit, so.
That shit came from Galveston.
Nigga, shit straight to us, bitch. That shit fucked me off. But yeah.
4 days ago.
So, that's how I got the job at Jamaica, or the Jamaica restaurant when I was in San Antonio. Yeah.
Oh, because it was San Antonio.
Yeah. And so, they let me pull up on them like that. And I got that job, and then Bill let me stay at his house, and we was good. And I was chilling, and then shit happened, shit went south. And then I came back
Bill
to.
Obviously was a weirdo.
Nah, Bill was cool.
Oh,
I mean, Bill was a weirdo, but I was a gangster. Like, Bill wasn't good. He ain't know who I was before he picked me up. So by the time you pick me up, now you like, oh shit, this the nigga. And I'm like, hey, Bill.
Couldn't do nothing.
You can't, what you gonna do, tell me not? So like, he tried to kick me out like twice on some like, I got some other people that want to. No, he tried to kick me out. He tried to say like other niggas was willing to pay him more and shit like that.
Yeah.
So then I stayed with him for about 2 months, and I hustled up, and we got a house. I got a little duplex on the west side on Bandera. And then we stayed there for a little bit, and that's when shit really hit south. And that's when I ended up going to the nut house and then coming back to Houston. And then that's what got me into tattooing. And that was the era of the tattooing era right there. And that was 2018. So then from there, I started tattooing because shit, I was depressed as the fuck. And my dad was like, well, what's going to help you get out of depression? And I was like, shit, I just want to feel some pain. Like, I just want to tattoo, but I ain't had no money. I was like, so I just want to tattoo myself. He was like, well, how much is it? And I was like, 200, like for everything.
Nice one. I be telling people about that. I got a 4 for 40. I said, boy, that's a sweet deal, boy.
I see the cheap ass
for $40. I said,
but like this is at the time that I got them shits, and then we had to pull up.
Possibly use.
We had to pull up to that dude in Clear Lake to get some ink.
Oh, the fucking
yeah.
I forget his name. Is he still over there?
I don't know. But that's when I did all of that, and that's what got me into tattooing at that point. So I started tattooing myself. I did like 100 tattoos on myself, and then I just like, all right, I can tat. So then that's when I was at Burger Nation, and I started tattooing everybody else. And then I got into like, all right, well, I can do tattooing, and COVID hit, and I was like, well, fuck it, I guess I'm tattooing. Like, bitch, you gotta get money.
Tattooing was one of the things that kind of survived COVID.
Yeah, because niggas didn't care. We just had masks on. It was right next to each other. COVID. Like, everybody was getting tatted during COVID. I was making bread.
Shit went crazy.
But we was at the house still. I was still tattooing like in the hood. Like, we was like roach infested hood kind of shit. Like, it was roach bad. Tats? Nah, they wasn't. The tats wasn't roach infested, just the walls. And I used to grow weed out that hoe. Like, that hoe
with the matter side, like,
man, that hoe used to be the man. The stories of that place is wild. And yeah, that's when the tattooing came.